I want to do everything I can to build voters' trust in our electoral system. To that end, I want to work with the governor and legislators on legislation that improves on our current system. First, I'd like to see legislation that allows for the state to intervene in counties that have systemic ongoing problems in administering elections. Elections in our state are run by counties. Some do it great, and some don't. We need to have a remedy that allows the state to address problem areas and get those counties moving in the right direction. The audit revealed that in some counties, not all the votes have been counted. That doesn't mean those counties had systemic problems, but it does raise a concern. We must implement a reconciliation process that prevents such errors from happening in the future. Second, we need some reforms on our absentee ballot laws. The state and counties performed admirably in rapidly transitioning our election system from one where a small percentage of the electorate voted by mail to one where a vast percentage voted by mail. Other states that have moved to vote by mail systems did that over a period of years. We did it in months. But such a large number of mail-in ballots has raised concerns about election integrity. I will work with legislators to find a solution that allows us to use the same security measures for votes by mail as we have for in-person voting. That would include a photo ID requirement. We know this works. We know this stops fraud. We know that claims that it would suppress votes have been proven wrong with empirical evidence and empirical studies. This move would have the added benefit of removing the controversial signature verification system that we use now. Democrats have long complained about it. Now Republicans are raising concerns too. We can move from a subjective system to an objective system, and I think we should get that done next year. Third, because federal laws don't allow us to update our voter rolls as often as we need to, we need to have stricter controls that allow for challenges to voters who are suspected of not living where they are registered to vote. A simple tightening of the law would give teeth to these challenges and prevent people from voting illegally. These measures will improve the security of our elections, and that should lead to greater public trust. Our first goal is carrying out elections successfully and getting the results right. Our second goal is upholding the people's faith in our democracy by demonstrating the integrity of our process. Thank you for coming out so early today. Take care.
All right, you were just listening into the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger. We held that shot for a bit longer because often the numbers guy, and his position is the Voting Systems Implementation Manager, Gabriel Sterling. He normally comes out right afterward to give us some numbers because specifically we are still waiting for some numbers regarding the statewide historic election audit, which just wrapped up yesterday. Again, cementing Biden's lead over Donald Trump in Georgia with 12,284 votes. But here we have the Secretary of State pretty much saying how he wants the system to change, perhaps with legislation next year to improve security of the elections. The first time we're seeing the Secretary of State out of quarantine for a few days now.